What does subject to mean? Real estate investing terms. Hey gang, my name is Mike with My Real Estate Dojo, and I'm going to define exactly what is subject to investing. What does subject to mean? Simply put, subject to investing is a real estate investor strategy that I love to use, and it deals with what I call motivated sellers. Motivated sellers are people that must sell their home. They have to sell their home. They have no other options. Some of the reasons that make sellers motivated is divorces, death in the family, job loss, job transfer, been fired from work, there's a fire in the house, so on and so on and so on. So what does subject to mean? Well, in the real estate business, a subject to investing strategy is when there's a motivated seller in place. He or she cannot make their monthly payments anymore, or doesn't want to make their monthly payments anymore because of certain unforeseeable event. And the seller becomes the private bank for the real estate investor. Again, the seller, the homeowner, becomes the private bank. In other words, the seller allows a real estate investor like myself just take over their house payments. You may ask me, well, Mike, how can that work? Well, simple. The seller went and borrowed money from a bank, a mortgage, to buy the home. A few years later, maybe they become motivated and they don't want the home anymore and they have to sell. So what happens is I do some marketing, I find this seller, I negotiate with them, and I let them know that I can buy their house subject to its existing mortgage. And in other words, I can just take over their house payments for them. Now, the seller has to be motivated. Unmotivated sellers will not go with this strategy. But if the seller is motivated, highly motivated, they will go with this strategy. Here's a couple of houses that I bought just like this in the last crash, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, when the real estate market melted down with the mortgage-backed security problems that we had. So here's a couple of houses that I bought subject to. All these homes that I'm showing you right now, I bought it from motivated seller. One, the seller was going to a divorce. Another, the seller had lost their job. So the point of the story is that the sellers have to be motivated, and you can find beautiful homes by using a strategy called subject to investing. Let me summarize it up. What is subject to is when the seller allows the investor to buy their home by just taking over their existing loan payments. Therefore, the investor does not have to get a new loan. Therefore, the investor does not have to get a new mortgage because the investor is just taking over the existing mortgage. The ownership of the home is transferred over to the investor. So the title goes from this original seller / borrower to the new real estate investor, the new buyer. So the investor gets to own the home without the debt obligation. The old seller now does not have the title to the property, and he or she is still obligated for the debt with the original bank or mortgage company. So simply put, when the dust clears, when the transaction is over, the real estate investor owns the home without getting a bank mortgage. All the real estate investor does is just start making the payments of the homeowner's existing mortgage. That's simple, but it's still confusing. Now, if you're interested in learning how to find these motivated sellers, if you're interested in exactly what to say to them, if you're interested in exactly how to negotiate the types of deals, then I highly recommend joining my academy, where I work directly with you on helping you find these types of deals. These types of deals are great for rental properties. These types of deals are great for first-time home buyers. My very first subject to deal that I did was my own personal homestead back in 2007, when I bought into the real estate crash by not using my money, by not using cash, not getting into debt, by just taking over an existing motivated seller's mortgage, by just taking over their payments. And I was gifted this beautiful home that I'm showing you right now by just taking over their payments. So if you're interested in finding deals like this, it doesn't matter if you want to use it as a homestead, it doesn't matter if you want to do it as a wholesaling deal, it doesn't matter if you want to do this as for your rental for rental passive income, then consider joining my academy where I work one-on-one with you and I help you find these types of deals in your own backyards. They're everywhere. It doesn't matter if you're in California, if you're in Texas, you're in Colorado, you're in New Mexico, you're in Oklahoma. Subject to deals are everywhere because motivated sellers are everywhere. And I show you how to find them, how to talk to them, how to market to them, how to negotiate, how to close, what kind of paperwork you need, all the stuff in my academy, which is listed below, and you can get into it right now for just $97 a month, guys. All right, thanks for watching. Click the like button. Don't take no for an answer, and always remember, you're braver than you believe, you're stronger than you seem, you're smarter than you think, and you are twice as beautiful as you ever imagined. My favorite poet, Rumi. Peace, guys.